How you doing? My name is Thunder, and welcome to another episode of the Need for Speed Most Wanted Car Build. And in this episode, requested by Ludo66X, we have a Peugeot 406. More specifically, the Peugeot 406 from the Taxi movie series over in France. Yes, there actually is a mod of it that exists. It was a little bit obscure to find this particular mod, but I was able to find it, and I am able to test it. Of course, as you obviously can guess, I already did put all the Junkman parts on it. So as it shows here, we don't have any body kits stuff here. We can add a spoiler, but we're not going to do that, as you're about to see. Because apparently, I don't know why it's like this, like kind of just like this for the rest of them. Oh, maybe that's why. But apparently the first hood style, the overdial, has a actually kind of adds like taxi lighting and spoiler. In fact, I never even knew that there was that like carbon fiber variant. I always thought it was just a colored one. That's kind of cool. But I'll just go with that because it just matches the scheme better. And of course, roof scoops are absolutely pointless. And as we can try to go into the paint, as to be expected. Actually, no, this actually can be painted. So that means that I can actually go against the Taxi's rules and paint the car whatever I want. Can't do anything with the vinyls, as I'm not surprised. Of course, we can change the window tint, which doesn't actually do a whole lot. As you can see, you have it on the dark setting, and it doesn't seem to actually do too much. But yeah, it's like I kind of like that this actually is a Taxi Peugeot mod that you can change the color, because you can just switch it up and make it how you want it, I guess. But the question, of course, is this kind of as quick as we're expecting from the series of the same name over in France? Well, that's only one way to find out for sure. So to see exactly how quick the Peugeot 406 is going to go around this track, we're taking it to the Petersburg test track to get as fast of a lap time as we possibly can. Current leader at 52.02 seconds is the Nissan Skyline GTR 34 DTM edition. My mic's tilting over because still no flat surface to put this damn thing on. I really should get a boom thing, but that's going to be a bit of a pain. I think maybe more likely so. In fact, hang on, I'm going to stop to try to fix this here. Okay, I'll just have jump cutted that a little bit. Anyways, there's a few things you'll be noticing. First notice, miles an hour instead of kilometers an hour. Yes, I did do that. Second thing, I set it for 7 laps rather than 6 because it's just easier to set it up that way, so that when I do the final lap, I don't have to navigate through a bit of menu just to see what the last lap was. Just a bit of a time saver. And finally, thanks to a glorious modder on GTR cars who, if I try to say their name, I'll probably get wrong because I can't remember off the top of my head, made a mod called the Need for Speed Most Wanted Extra Options, which adds various different new settings and options that you can do throughout the game. One of those settings is the fact that you can now drive on your own, no AI to worry about, and that's a nice thing because that means I won't have to ever worry anymore about AI getting in the way. I'm going to be leaving a link in the comments below, as well as the description, plus it will be in the description for every video of the car build that follows this one, of course. Anyways, about the car now. You probably noticed one thing about this thing. This thing is ludicrously fast in a straight end. Like, nothing touches this thing at all. It is insane when it comes to straight line speed. The handling's not the best, so it's a bit of a compromise, but just the way this thing drives, 52.06, look how damn close we are to that Skyline time. This thing just pulverizes anything else. And it may be a good thing that it doesn't have, like, the Skyline's handling, or even Lotus Elise handling, because if we did, this thing would be way out in front. Now, I do expect this thing can be way out in front if I just pull a really good lap, but the handling of this car and the way the amount of speed you get makes it so difficult to really predict this thing. So it's really, you just gotta time this effect. Couldn't even. I kind of a bit screwed up at that corner. Couldn't even pull closer to the wall, to the left side of the wall there like I wanted. But look at that time, though. I think that speaks for itself. A 50.99. This is pretty much over a second ahead of the Skyline. Which is ironic because the Skyline, when it did its time, was a second ahead over the leading car for that one, which was the car it replaced, the BMW M3 GTR. Now, if I can just pull out all the stops and get a real serious lap, 50.99 could potentially be beaten. But judging the way this car handles, that's going to be, honestly, quite a difficult task, I think. Because it's just so, the way this thing is, it's just hard to get it down, I think. But if I just get everything down, we may be on good hands. Let's see here. Well, there's an improvement already, a 50.70. Nice. Got through there to make it easier to go through this. Very well done. Jump was no problem whatsoever. That was a little hairy, but we actually still kept a lot of speed there, so... Ooh, okay. Just trying to keep it all together now. Let's make this one of the ludicrous laps I've ever done. Ludicrous laps I've ever done, right? And that lap is already now gone to shit. God damn it. This thing is so unpredictable. Like, I'm trying so hard to just keep this thing going as fast as I can, but... I mean, even with that, a 51.27, so... Final lap. Let's make this one count. Ooh, this is looking... That was okay. Not the prettiest, but still good. Oh, that was nicely done there, though. And this lap is now officially down the tank again. Damn, this thing is hard to control. It's mostly the case of you're going so fast that suddenly all your braking and turning points get completely thrown out the window with this car. Which is I think what's causing the struggle for me. And there we go. That pretty much sent it down the tanks too. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, you know what? This lap went so bad, and I know this technically goes against what I usually do. I'm going to give this one last chance, because that lap was very much a screw-up, to say the least. Come on. Let's not have any excuses or any issues. Let's make this lap count. I'd really like this lap to count and be the one. Ah, man, this thing is not sharp enough. If it was a little bit sharper, and this can take corners a little bit more sharper, it would be better. In fact, after I'm done recording this, I'm going to have to go downstairs because I believe my supper is ready, so I'm going to quickly finish this up and then go take care of that. But can this be the lap? Let's see. Oh, wow. 50.17. This puts the car nearly 2 seconds ahead of the Skyline. Not completely, but very close to 2 seconds ahead. And of course, do I really even need to mention what else it beats? It beats everything else. It's the new first place leading car. So, what does this mean for other cars? Could there be anything that gets to this kind of time? Who knows? All I know is stay tuned for that to find out. Any comments, feel free to leave them down below. Any suggestions, leave those down below as well. And as always, thank you for watching, and take care.